Picture this. You wake up each morning, grab your phone, and within minutes you're scrolling through endless updates about other people's lives, exotic vacations, job promotions, picture-perfect relationships. Suddenly, you feel behind, questioning your own choices. The rest of your day becomes a blur of distractions, meetings you don't care about, obligations that drain your energy, and endless attempts to meet expectations that aren't even yours. At the end of it all, you collapse into bed, feeling unfulfilled and wondering, where did all my time go? If this sounds familiar, it's time to pause. Life isn't meant to be a race to nowhere. It's your personal journey, and the secret to living it fully lies in one powerful shift: focusing on yourself. In this video, we'll uncover 10 transformative principles from Stoicism, a philosophy of resilience and clarity. These time-tested lessons will show you how to reclaim your energy, eliminate distractions, and align your actions with what truly matters. By the end, you'll not only stop wasting time, but also unlock the potential to live a purposeful, fulfilling life. Your time is now. Let's embark on this life-changing journey together. Principle 1. Let go of comparison. Imagine you're a beginner learning to play the piano. After a few practice sessions, you stumble across a video of a professional pianist performing a complex, breathtaking piece. Their fingers glide effortlessly over the keys, producing melodies that seem almost otherworldly. Suddenly, doubt creeps in. I'll never be that good. What you fail to see is the years, perhaps decades, of dedicated practice, mistakes, and perseverance that built their mastery. By comparing your first steps to their finish line, you rob yourself of joy and motivation. This is the insidious trap of comparison. It distorts reality and distracts you from your own unique journey. As the saying goes, comparison is the thief of joy. Each time you measure yourself against others, you diminish the value of your own progress and lose sight of what truly matters, your growth. Comparison pulls your focus outward, causing you to chase after someone else's path instead of nurturing your own. It's a futile pursuit that leaves you feeling inadequate and stalled in your efforts to improve. The Stoics remind us that true fulfillment lies in mastering what is within our control, not in competing with others. To break free from the chains of comparison, you must cultivate mindful habits that refocus your attention inward. Start by limiting your use of social media, a common breeding ground for unrealistic ideals and curated perfection. Spend less time scrolling and more time engaging in meaningful activities that nourish your mind and spirit. Next, practice gratitude daily. Write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how small they may seem. This simple act helps you appreciate your unique journey and recognize the progress you've made. Finally, when the urge to compare arises, pause and ask yourself, does this serve my growth? If the answer is no, redirect your energy towards setting attainable goals that align with your values and aspirations. Letting go of comparison is not an overnight transformation. It's a conscious practice that requires patience and commitment. However, the rewards are profound. By focusing on your own progress, you'll discover the joy of growth, the power of self-acceptance, and the freedom to live authentically. Remember, life is not a race against others. It is a journey to uncover your potential and become the best version of yourself. Principle 2. Embrace progress over perfection. Imagine this. J.K. Rowling, the now celebrated author of Harry Potter, faced rejection after rejection. Over a dozen publishers dismissed her manuscript. For many, such repeated failures might have signaled the end of the road. But Rowling didn't let the pursuit of perfection or fear of failure paralyze her. Instead, she persisted, revising her work and continuing to write. Her commitment to progress, rather than succumbing to the unattainable standard of perfection, ultimately led to the creation of one of the most beloved literary series of all time. This story reminds us of an essential truth. Success isn't about flawlessness, it's about perseverance. As the saying goes, done is better than perfect. Perfection is a seductive illusion, whispering that we should wait until everything is just right before we act. But in reality, this pursuit often leads to paralysis, procrastination, and missed opportunities. Progress, on the other hand, is tangible and achievable. It propels us forward, step by step, as we transform dreams into reality. Perfection demands the impossible, creating stress and self-doubt, while progress celebrates effort, learning, and growth. The Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote, "Do what's in front of you with precision and care, but without fretting over what's beyond your control." To shift your mindset toward progress, start by breaking down your big goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. Instead of aiming to write a novel in one sitting, focus on writing a single chapter or even a paragraph. Each completed step builds momentum and makes the larger goal feel less overwhelming. Second, reframe your mistakes as opportunities to learn rather than failures to avoid. Every misstep provides valuable insights that refine your skills and guide you toward improvement. For example, if you stumble during a presentation, reflect on what went wrong and how you can prepare better next time. Finally, celebrate small victories along the way. Each step forward, no matter how minor, is a testament to your effort and progress. Reward yourself for completing a workout, acing a task, or simply showing up despite challenges. These moments of recognition fuel motivation and remind you that growth is a journey, not a destination. The Japanese concept of wabi-sabi, which embraces imperfection as part of beauty, offers a profound perspective. Like a cracked vase repaired with gold, your imperfections are not flaws, but markers of resilience and growth. They tell the story of your journey, of the lessons learned and obstacles overcome. By embracing progress over perfection, you free yourself from the weight of unrealistic expectations and open the door to continuous improvement. You begin to see that each effort, each attempt, is a building block of success. Progress allows you to move forward with clarity and purpose, undeterred by setbacks or delays. Remember, the goal isn't to be flawless, but to grow, learn, and become better than you were yesterday. So, take that first step, write the draft, sign up for the course, or have the difficult conversation. Don't wait for the perfect moment or outcome. Celebrate the act of trying, the joy of learning, and the triumph of progress. Because in the end, it's not perfection that changes your life, it's the courage to keep going. Principle 3. Reject distractions. Picture this. You sit down to tackle an important task, determined to make progress. The environment feels right, your mind is ready, and you're motivated to give it your all. Suddenly, your phone buzzes with a notification. Just a quick check, you think. But one message leads to another, and before you know it, 30 minutes have disappeared into scrolling through social media or replying to emails. The focus you carefully cultivated is gone, and regaining that momentum feels like an uphill battle. This scenario is all too familiar in today's distraction-filled world, where even the smallest interruptions can derail your progress. Marcus Aurelius, a master of Stoic philosophy, offers a timeless perspective. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. This reminds us that distractions only hold power over us if we allow them to. They may seem harmless in the moment, but every time you give in to them, you lose more than just time. You lose the energy and motivation required to pursue what truly matters. The Stoics believed in mastering the self, which includes taking control of your attention and directing it toward purposeful action. Distractions come in many forms: notifications, endless emails, or even cluttered spaces. They fragment your focus, leaving you less productive and more frustrated. To reject distractions and reclaim your time, start by creating a space where you can work without interruptions. This could mean setting up a dedicated workspace or simply clearing away unnecessary items from your desk. A clutter-free environment promotes clarity and reduces visual distractions, allowing your mind to concentrate on the task at hand. Next, take charge of your devices. Turn off notifications for non-essential apps or place your phone in another room during periods of deep work. You can even schedule device-free hours each day to foster uninterrupted focus. Additionally, consider leveraging the Pomodoro technique, a time management strategy that involves working in focused intervals, typically 25 minutes, followed by short breaks. This method not only helps you stay on task, but also prevents burnout by encouraging regular rest. Rejecting distractions isn't just about eliminating external interruptions, it's also about cultivating internal discipline. Ask yourself, is this activity helping me grow or moving me closer to my goal? This question acts as a compass, steering your attention toward meaningful work and away from trivial pursuits. With consistent practice, you'll notice a shift. What once felt urgent and unavoidable becomes easy to dismiss when weighed against your greater purpose. Think of distractions as weeds in the garden of your mind. Left unchecked, they overrun your focus and sap your energy. But by intentionally pulling out these weeds, through mindful habits and deliberate choices, you create space for creativity, productivity, and growth to flourish. Rejecting distractions aligns seamlessly with embracing progress over perfection. It ensures that the steps you take toward your goals, however small, are purposeful and unhindered. As you move forward, free from the noise of constant interruptions, you'll find greater clarity, renewed motivation, and a stronger connection to your true priorities. By mastering your attention, you reclaim your most valuable resource, time, and invest it in building the life you envision. Let's now explore how focusing inward can transform your journey. Principle 4. Prioritize your energy. Imagine a person who says yes to every request that comes their way, helping with extra work assignments, attending social events they don't enjoy, and always being available for others' needs. At first, it feels noble and fulfilling to assist everyone, but as time passes, they begin to feel stretched thin, drained, and resentful. Their own goals are put on hold, and their well-being deteriorates. This is the reality of mismanaging one's energy, a limited yet essential resource. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher-emperor, offers profound wisdom in his meditations. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. His words remind us of life's fleeting nature and the importance of directing our energy toward what truly matters. Energy, like time, is finite. Each decision about where you invest it shapes the quality of your life. Misplaced energy leads to exhaustion and dissatisfaction, while intentional energy allocation fosters growth, balance, and fulfillment. When you prioritize your energy, you reclaim control over your life. Start by identifying what truly matters. Reflect on your deepest values, whether they are your health, personal growth, relationships, or career goals. Write these priorities down and use them as a guiding compass for your daily decisions. If an activity or commitment doesn't align with these priorities, it's a sign to reconsider its importance in your life. Equally vital is learning the art of saying no. Many people fear that declining requests will make them seem selfish or unkind, but the opposite is true. Saying no to non-essential demands allows you to say yes to what genuinely aligns with your values. For example, imagine a colleague asking you to take on an additional task that doesn't align with your responsibilities. Instead of overcommitting, politely decline by saying, "I'd love to help, but I need to focus on my current priorities to give them the attention they deserve." This simple yet firm boundary safeguards your energy and reinforces your focus. Prioritizing your energy also involves recharging it regularly. Just as a phone needs to be plugged in to function, you must renew your energy through restorative practices. Activities like meditation, spending time in nature, or simply taking a short break from your daily hustle can have transformative effects. Even a few minutes of mindfulness can reset your mental state, improve focus, and prepare you to tackle challenges with renewed vigor. Consider energy management like tending to a fire. If you scatter logs aimlessly, the flames flicker and weaken. But when you arrange them intentionally, the fire burns brightly and steadily. Similarly, when you direct your energy toward meaningful pursuits and protect it from unnecessary drains, you create a life filled with purpose and vitality. To put this principle into practice, begin each week by listing your top priorities and aligning your schedule accordingly. Evaluate requests or commitments against this list. If they don't contribute to your priorities, let them go. Regularly incorporate energy-renewing activities into your routine, such as mindful breathing or a moment of gratitude. These practices not only restore your energy, but also enhance your ability to focus on what matters most. By prioritizing your energy, you cultivate balance and ensure your efforts contribute to a life aligned with your values. This principle seamlessly connects with rejecting distractions, as both involve intentional decision-making and boundary setting. With your energy directed toward meaningful pursuits, you'll find greater clarity, fulfillment, and the strength to tackle life's challenges. Next, let us explore how focusing on yourself can amplify this alignment and propel you toward your aspirations. Principle 5. Cultivate resilience through self-focus. Imagine a marathon runner who sets their sights on completing a race but stumbles early in their journey. Their initial attempts end in failure, injuries, exhaustion, and the overwhelming thought that they aren't cut out for the challenge. Many would quit, disheartened by setbacks, but this athlete chooses a different path. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, they begin to see every failure as a stepping stone. They refine their training, take small but steady strides, and gradually build their stamina. Over time, they cross the finish line, not just as a competitor, but as a testament to resilience. This transformation reflects the essence of resilience, which Stoicism teaches us to cultivate by focusing on our inner strength rather than external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius offers a timeless reminder in Meditations: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Resilience is not the absence of adversity, but the ability to rise stronger after each fall. It is the art of looking inward for strength and finding opportunities for growth in the face of challenges. The key to building resilience lies in self-focus, turning your attention inward to develop clarity, courage, and emotional fortitude. One powerful practice to start this journey is journaling. Reflect on moments of failure or disappointment and ask yourself, what lessons can I learn? How has this experience shaped me? Writing these reflections not only helps you process emotions, but also allows you to see setbacks as valuable teachers rather than insurmountable obstacles. Over time, this practice fosters a mindset that views challenges as opportunities to grow. Another cornerstone of resilience is shifting your perspective. Life's difficulties often feel overwhelming because we view them through the lens of frustration or fear. However, by reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, you transform their impact. For instance, if you lose a job, instead of dwelling on rejection, consider how it opens doors to new possibilities, a chance to explore passions or refine your skills. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I emerge stronger? This perspective shift not only reduces emotional stress, but also empowers you to take proactive steps forward. Equally important is focusing on what you can control. Resilience falters when we waste energy on factors beyond our influence. Instead, channel your efforts into areas where you can make a difference. For example, while you can't control the outcome of a marathon, you can control your training, nutrition, and mindset. By prioritizing what lies within your power, you create a sense of agency and confidence, which strengthens your ability to persevere through challenges. Resilience is like building a fortress within yourself, a sanctuary of strength that external forces cannot breach. Every small effort, whether through reflection, perspective shifts, or intentional action, lays another brick in this fortress. Over time, these practices cultivate an unshakable inner core, enabling you to face life's storms with grace and determination. To embrace this principle in daily life, begin by setting aside time each evening to journal about your experiences. Reflect on a recent challenge and identify at least one positive takeaway. Next, practice shifting your perspective by reinterpreting a difficulty through a lens of opportunity. Finally, create a habit of redirecting your focus toward controllable factors, whether it's improving a skill, nurturing relationships, or maintaining a healthy routine. Resilience is not just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward, stronger and wiser than before. By cultivating resilience through self-focus, you unlock your ability to navigate life's challenges with unwavering strength. As we explore the next principle, we will see how mindfulness complements this journey by bringing clarity and presence to every moment, further enhancing your capacity for growth and transformation. Principle 6. Practice mindfulness in every moment. Picture this. A family gathers for dinner, but instead of savoring the meal or sharing stories, one member scrolls through their phone, barely noticing the flavors on their plate or the warmth of the company. The evening slips away in silence, another missed opportunity for connection and joy. This all-too-common scene underscores a profound truth. When we fail to be present, we lose touch with the richness of life. As the Stoic wisdom reminds us, the only moment you truly have is now. Mindfulness, the art of being fully engaged in the present moment, allows us to reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. It invites us to pause, notice, and appreciate the small details that make life meaningful. In a world filled with distractions, mindfulness is not just a luxury, it is a necessity for cultivating peace, clarity, and fulfillment. Consider the lesson of mindful eating. When we focus entirely on the act of enjoying a meal, tasting the flavors, appreciating the textures, and being grateful for the nourishment, we transform an ordinary activity into an extraordinary experience. This practice can extend to any daily task. Imagine taking a simple walk, paying attention to the rhythm of your steps, the sound of leaves rustling, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. These moments of mindfulness create a sense of grounding, helping you detach from stress and connect deeply with the present. The benefits of mindfulness extend far beyond personal well-being. They enhance relationships and productivity. For instance, practicing mindful listening during a conversation Focusing entirely on the speaker without formulating your response strengthens understanding and builds trust. Similarly, being fully present while working on a project can improve focus, creativity, and satisfaction in the outcome. Marcus Aurelius himself championed this philosophy, urging us in Meditations, concentrate every minute like a Roman, doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness. To begin integrating mindfulness into your life, start with simple, intentional practices. Begin by dedicating full attention to one daily activity, such as eating or walking. Notice the sensory details, the crunch of food, the cadence of your steps, and let yourself be fully immersed in the experience. This practice not only fosters awareness, but also reduces the mind's tendency to wander into worries about the past or future. When you feel stressed or overwhelmed, pause and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth. This simple act of conscious breathing can instantly calm the mind and bring you back to the present. Over time, this habit becomes a powerful tool for navigating challenges with composure. Another step is to create mindful breaks in your day. Turn off notifications, step away from screens, and spend 5 minutes in silence. Whether you close your eyes and listen to your breath or simply observe the world around you, this brief pause recharges your energy and sharpens your focus. As you practice mindfulness, you'll discover its transformative impact on every area of life. You'll savor more joy, nurture deeper connections, and navigate challenges with grace. So, as we journey together in embracing these Stoic principles, I encourage you to share your experiences. Have you tried mindfulness before? What changes have you noticed? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with others who might benefit from its insights. Together, let's inspire a more mindful and intentional world. Principle 7. Detach from external validation. Imagine pouring your heart into a personal project, perhaps writing a short story, painting a canvas, or crafting a business idea. You share it on social media, eagerly awaiting feedback, only to be met with silence or lukewarm responses. The initial excitement is replaced by doubt. Was my work good enough? Should I have even tried? This scenario reflects a trap we often fall into, the dependence on external validation to define our worth. Stoic wisdom reminds us to resist this temptation. As Epictetus famously said, "Be satisfied with being your own audience." This principle challenges us to derive our sense of value not from fleeting approval, but from the unwavering certainty of our own judgment and integrity. True self-worth comes from within, not from the applause or opinions of others. When we rely on external validation, we place our self-esteem in the hands of forces beyond our control. Whether it's praise or criticism, allowing others to dictate our value is a fragile foundation for confidence. Instead, detaching from external validation means focusing on what truly matters: our intentions, efforts, and alignment with our values. This shift in perspective is liberating, empowering us to act authentically without fear of judgment. Take the example of an artist sharing their work. Suppose their post garners minimal attention or lacks the glowing comments they'd hoped for. Instead of questioning their abilities, they could ask, "Did I stay true to my vision? Did I create something meaningful to me?" If the answer is yes, then the work has already succeeded, regardless of external reactions. By shifting focus inward, the artist remains grounded, resilient, and inspired to continue creating. Detaching from external validation doesn't mean ignoring feedback entirely. It means discerning between constructive criticism that fosters growth and superficial opinions that merely serve to inflate or deflate the ego. This discernment helps us stay rooted in our values and maintain clarity about what truly matters. Here are 3 actionable steps to help you cultivate detachment from external validation. Define success by your own standards. Take a moment to reflect on what success means to you. Is it completing a project with integrity, staying consistent with your goals, or simply expressing yourself authentically? Write these standards down and use them as your compass. Align your actions with these personal benchmarks rather than seeking affirmation from others. Focus on intentions, not judgments. Before embarking on any task, clarify your purpose. Why are you doing this? If your intentions are aligned with your values, the opinions of others become secondary. For example, if you're writing a book to share a meaningful message, the process itself holds value, regardless of how it's received. Celebrate your achievements privately. Learn to acknowledge and honor your efforts without seeking external recognition. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on what you've accomplished, big or small, and celebrate it for yourself. Gratitude for your progress fosters self-confidence and inner peace. Think of detaching from external validation as building an unshakable foundation of self-worth. When you are no longer swayed by the opinions of others, you gain the freedom to pursue your passions, embrace risks, and grow authentically. As Lao Tzu wisely observed, care about people's approval, and you will always be their prisoner. By embracing this principle, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of external praise and criticism. Instead, you create a stable, fulfilling path guided by your own values and aspirations. So, the next time you find yourself seeking approval, pause and ask, "Am I doing this for myself or for others?" The answer will guide you back to your true center, where your worth has always resided. Principle 8. Celebrate small victories. Imagine a student diligently learning a new language, investing hours into grammar exercises and vocabulary drills. Yet, as they scroll through social media and see fluent speakers engaging in effortless conversations, they feel disheartened. They overlook the fact that they can now introduce themselves, order meals, and navigate simple conversations, milestones that once seemed impossible. This scenario is a reminder that progress, no matter how small, deserves recognition. As Lao Tzu wisely stated, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Celebrating small victories is not just about appreciating individual achievements. It's about fostering the mindset that keeps us moving forward. Each small step is a building block toward greater success, reinforcing our confidence and motivation along the way. Often we fall into the trap of focusing solely on the end goal. In doing so, we fail to acknowledge the incremental progress we've made, which diminishes our sense of accomplishment. The truth is, every significant success is composed of countless smaller wins. Recognizing these steps not only keeps us motivated, but also builds resilience against setbacks. Take, for example, the language learner. Instead of fixating on fluency as the ultimate marker of success, they could celebrate understanding a new word, completing a lesson, or successfully holding a brief conversation. These moments serve as affirmations of their ability to grow and improve. Each small victory creates a ripple effect, fueling the determination to continue. Celebrating small victories is particularly crucial for long-term goals, whether you're working on personal growth, a professional project, or a fitness journey. Acknowledging incremental progress keeps you engaged and prevents burnout. It allows you to focus on the process rather than feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of the task ahead. Here are 3 actionable steps to help you embrace this principle. Write down daily achievements. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you've accomplished. It could be as simple as completing a task on your to-do list, learning something new, or showing kindness to someone. Documenting these wins not only helps you track progress, but also cultivates gratitude for your efforts. Reward yourself for milestones. Set small, tangible rewards for reaching specific goals. For instance, treat yourself to your favorite dessert after finishing a project, or take a relaxing day off after reaching a fitness milestone. These rewards serve as positive reinforcement, making the journey more enjoyable. Look back on how far you've come. Periodically reflect on your journey. Compare where you started to where you are now. This perspective allows you to see the distance you've traveled and reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve even greater things. Celebrating small victories is like watering a growing plant. Each act of recognition nourishes your motivation, helping it flourish and thrive. It reminds you that progress is not about perfection or speed, but about persistence and growth. So as you navigate your journey, pause to celebrate each step, no matter how small. These moments are not distractions, they are the essence of the journey itself. By embracing them, you ensure that the path to your goals is not only fulfilling, but also sustainable. And remember, every small victory brings you closer to the life you envision. Principle 9. Cultivate inner motivation. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to push through challenges with unshakable determination, while others falter at the first sign of difficulty? The answer often lies in their source of motivation. Consider a student preparing for a critical exam, not because their parents promised them a reward or because of societal pressure, but because they genuinely want to prove to themselves that they are capable. This intrinsic drive fuels perseverance, even when the odds seem insurmountable. In contrast, external rewards or validation can feel fleeting, leaving one unfulfilled and dependent on external approval. Marcus Aurelius captured this sentiment beautifully when he said, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look." True strength, according to the Stoics, comes from within, and it is this inner reservoir of motivation that sustains us when external incentives fall away. The lesson here is profound. Cultivating inner motivation is essential for building resilience and achieving long-term goals. While external rewards can be enjoyable, they should never be the sole driving force behind your actions. Relying on these externalities risks creating a fragile foundation for your ambitions, one easily shaken by setbacks or criticism. In contrast, inner motivation, rooted in personal values and self-awareness, offers an unyielding source of energy. When you focus on what truly matters to you, your growth, purpose, and passions, you unlock a sustainable drive that transcends external circumstances. This is not to say that external rewards or recognition have no place. Rather, they should complement, not replace, your internal purpose. Cultivating inner motivation requires intentional effort and daily practice. Start by identifying why your goals matter to you on a personal level. Write down the reasons behind your pursuits, focusing on the long-term fulfillment they can bring. For example, if you are working towards a career milestone, remind yourself that it's about realizing your potential, not just the paycheck or title. Next, practice celebrating small victories along the way to reinforce your sense of progress. Instead of relying on others' approval, create your own system of rewards, perhaps treating yourself to something enjoyable or simply taking a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Finally, shift your focus to the intrinsic value of your efforts. Ask yourself how your actions align with your values and contribute to your growth. By viewing challenges as opportunities to strengthen your character, you transform obstacles into stepping stones for self-improvement. Imagine this: a runner training for their first marathon. While applause from spectators or a medal at the finish line may be motivating, what truly drives them is the personal triumph of pushing their limits. Each day they run, they are not just training their body, but also cultivating a sense of inner pride and fulfillment. Similarly, by grounding your pursuits in inner motivation, you create a sense of purpose that sustains you through setbacks and propels you toward success. As you move forward, remember that the deepest source of motivation is already within you. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward a life of meaningful achievement. And if this principle resonates with you, share this video to inspire others to cultivate their inner motivation too. Together, we can build a world where purpose and passion are the ultimate driving forces. Principle 10. Focus on what truly matters. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get swept up in an endless stream of distractions and obligations, leaving little room for what truly matters. Imagine a professional who spends countless hours answering emails, attending unnecessary meetings, and juggling minor tasks. By the end of the day, they feel exhausted but unfulfilled, realizing they've neglected the things that truly bring value, like their health, family, or personal growth. This scenario is all too common and serves as a stark reminder of the importance of prioritizing the essential. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "What you focus on expands." When you direct your time and energy toward meaningful pursuits, you cultivate a life of purpose and fulfillment. Conversely, when you scatter your attention across trivialities, you dilute your efforts and lose sight of what's truly important. The lesson here is simple yet profound. A life well lived is one centered on priorities that align with your core values. Without deliberate focus, it's easy to become a victim of external demands, constantly chasing tasks that add little to no long-term value. By identifying and committing to what truly matters, you not only maximize your impact, but also find deeper satisfaction in your actions. Prioritizing doesn't mean doing less for the sake of efficiency. It means doing the right things, the things that resonate with your inner purpose and enrich your life. To cultivate this focus, begin by identifying your most important values. These might include health, relationships, personal growth, or meaningful work. Write them down and reflect on how well your daily actions align with them. For instance, if family is a core value, ensure you dedicate undistracted time to loved ones. Next, practice the art of elimination. Evaluate your commitments and let go of tasks or relationships that drain your energy without contributing to your priorities. This might mean saying no to unnecessary meetings, stepping back from social obligations, or decluttering your schedule. Finally, live with intention. Approach each day as an opportunity to invest in what matters most. Take moments to pause, reflect, and appreciate the progress you're making. As you align your actions with your values, you'll notice a profound sense of clarity and fulfillment. Consider the story of Jane, a busy executive who once prided herself on being always available. Her days were packed with back-to-back meetings, and her evenings were consumed by emails. But as her stress mounted and her health deteriorated, she realized something had to change. She began prioritizing what mattered most, dedicating time to her family, exercising daily, and focusing on meaningful projects at work. By letting go of unnecessary obligations and setting clear boundaries, Jane not only improved her well-being, but also found greater satisfaction in her career and relationships. Her story illustrates the transformative power of focusing on what truly matters. As you reflect on this principle, ask yourself, What am I focusing on, and does it align with my core values? By consciously choosing to direct your energy toward meaningful pursuits, you not only create a more purposeful life, but also inspire others to do the same. Remember, life is finite, and every moment spent on what matters brings you closer to a life of true fulfillment. If this resonates with you, share this message and encourage others to focus on what truly matters. It could be the change they need to create a life of purpose and joy. As we conclude this journey through the transformative principles of Stoic philosophy, let's reflect on the profound wisdom it offers. Focusing on yourself is not an act of selfishness, but a life-changing commitment to clarity, purpose, and inner peace. By embracing these timeless lessons, you create a foundation for a more intentional, meaningful life, one that is rooted in your values and free from distractions that don't serve you. Now the question is, where will you begin? Will you let go of comparisons, embrace progress, or celebrate small victories? Choose one principle and take the first step today. Progress doesn't require perfection. It begins with action. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What resonated most with you? How will you apply these principles to your own life? Share your experiences in the comments and inspire others with your journey. If this video sparked a shift in your perspective, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to ensure you never miss more life-changing insights. Remember the words of Steve Jobs, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life." So, what will you do with the time you have left? The choice is yours. Make it count.